Josh, let's start with you. Talk to me about the market right now. Let's discuss the landscape of apartment building financing and maybe how you've seen it change. You've been in the game for a while, how you've seen it change and evolve over the last 5 years. And I feel like very rapidly over the past 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, I mean, the multifamily space in and of itself changes with policy decisions and then with monetary policy. So what we've seen is just a rapid change in how people are acquiring them, the type of debt they're taking on, the asset value itself, rent as a whole. If you take a look at what Ben was talking about previously, he was talking about the massive increase in rents. And what happened was, multifamily investors saw that as a massive opportunity. The gap between legacy rents and where rents were going and where they were at the top end, the difference between the delta was incredibly massive, and investors saw dollar signs. Prices hadn't necessarily caught up at the same time as where these rents were, so I saw a huge push into people looking to allocate capital. And at that time, 2022, 2023, money was everywhere. Money was cheap. People were able to borrow it. LPs were everywhere, and people were buying at extremely low cap rates for the ability to be able to purchase a property. Do you remember going and making an offer on a building and there was 17 other people, and if you didn't do it, someone else right behind you was going to do it? It was a wild time, and that is no longer the case anymore. But what's happening is policy is changing, and what we've seen is softening in rents. And with softening in rents, we see it as not as a lucrative investment anymore, but still a phenomenal investment. And on our end, as brokers, we're watching retail capital enter this space in a big way because affordability in this country is no longer coming back. Nobody wants to claim the income to be able to take on the $1.82 million personal triplex. The fundamentals and economics don't make sense anymore. So everybody's moving to multifamily, 5 units and above. You still need to be a strong borrower, but you don't necessarily need your personal income ratios to service the debt. And that's kind of where all the capital that we're seeing is flowing into. So that small to mid-sized multifamily market saw an explosion, and everybody kind of just cycled up into larger multifamily. And with the MLI program launching kind of at the same time as that big craze, that's kind of the stars aligned in the multifamily space where the capital is really cheap. The program in and of itself wasn't created probably to how it should have been. So there was a bunch of holes like Swiss cheese that they had to fill as they went along. And investors were able to use this product to, acquire buildings. And right now it's probably 99% of all long-term debt and investment strategies in the multifamily space is using CMHC at the moment. So there's still strong demand for it. I call it God's gift to the world. Purpose-built multifamily assets, the cash flow, they're in good areas if you can buy them properly, they're legacy items. And we're not seeing any slowdown. We're seeing less newer capital taking larger risks, but the people who have the capital are still deploying that capital in a very big way.